Hello everyone, very welcome back to GK Today. This is Sia Verma and I hope you all are doing very well. So let's start this bright July morning with an in-depth analysis of the latest news. And also these questions are part of daily 20 MCQ series which is available on GK Today app. So let's start the session with the very first question, and the first question is, in which year was the inaugural T20 World Cup held? So the inaugural T20 World Cup, the first edition of T20 World Cup was in 2007 and it was co-hosted by South Africa. Also, India won this prestigious global tournament organized by ICC every 2 years by defeating Pakistan. Fine. So let's find the latest edition of India, the 2024 edition, and it is ninth edition of ICC Men's T20 World Cup, and also won by India. So the first edition in 2007 was also won by India by defeating Pakistan, and the latest edition by defeating South Africa. Let's find the key discussion point of the latest ICC Men's T20 World Cup. So the co-host countries is West Indies and United States. And also in the history of Men's T20 World Cup, first time Canada, Uganda, USA participated, and first time 20 teams participated in this event. Most run is of Rahmanullah Gurbaz, who is from Afghanistan, and the record is of 281 runs in 8 innings. Second highest run score is of Rohit Sharma of 257 runs. And in wicket category, two players have got the same record. First one is of Fazlak Farooqi from Afghanistan. The record is of 17 wicket. Arshdeep Singh from India, and the record is of 17 wicket. Player of the match is Virat Kohli. Player of the tournament is Jasprit Bumrah, and also 2 points to be noted, very important point. First one is of Indian umpire and the second one is of Indian referee. So there are total 20 umpires in the game, and the two of them is from India. First one is Nitin Manan and second one is Jayaraman Madan Gopal. Fine. And one of the referee is also Indian, and the name is Javagal Srinath. Please find these all name Jitin Manan, Jayaraman Madan Gopal, and Javagal Srinath. Very important. Also, the second T20 World Cup title for India. Next edition will be in 2026. And a good news, India will host with Sri Lanka in 2026. Fine. So simply you have to remember that the two T20 World Cup of India. First one is in 2007 and the second one is 2024. Fine. So let's move to the next one. So who has been awarded the Pan Pinter Prize 2024? So the question is asking about the Pan Pinter Prize, and recently Arundhati Roy has been awarded the Pan Pinter Prize 2024. So the key points of Arundhati Roy, the first one is Booker Prize winner. So Booker Prize winner Arundhati Roy has been awarded the 2024 Pan Pinter Literature Prize for his courageous writing, and this honor comes shortly after the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi sanctioned her prosecution under the Unlawful Activities Act, UPA Act, under the UPA Act. Actually, the point is she faces prosecution for her comment made at an event in New Delhi in 2010 for saying that Kashmir was never an integral part of India. Also, she is an outspoken critic of the Narendra Modi government, as spoken about India's declining press freedom during its tenure. Fine. So basically, why UPA Act on Arundhati Roy? Because of her statement in 2010 that Kashmir was never an integral part of India. Fine. Let's find the key discussion point about Arundhati Roy. The first Indian to win the Booker Prize in 1997, and the winning novel is The God of a Small Thing. Her second novel is The Ministry of Utmost Happiness in 2017, and other novels are Capitalism, A Ghost Story, The Algebra of Infinite Justice. Fine. Let's find the Pan Pinter Award, which was established in 2009 in the memory of Harold Pinter, who was Nobel Prize awardee in Literature 2005. Also, this award, Pan Pinter Award, is in the category of literature. The eligibility for this award is writer must be from UK, Ireland, and Commonwealth nation. The award ceremony will be in October 2024 at London in England. The last winners of the Pan Pinter Award in 2023, it was Michael Rosen, and in the first edition it was Tony Harrison. The first edition was in 2009, the establishment year, and won by Tony Harrison. Fine. So simply you have to remember this year in 2024, Arundhati Roy have been nominated have been awarded this prestigious award, Pen Printed Award? Let's move to the next one. So let's find the revision question regarding awards. The first one is recently who was awarded the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puruskar for Telugu. So in Telugu industry, the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puruskar was awarded by Ramesh Karthik Naik. Fine. So the answer is Ramesh Karthik Naik. Second one is recently who has made history as the first Indian to receive the prestigious Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. So first Indian to receive this prestigious award, and the answer is Vinod Gavitra. Vinod Gavitra is the answer. Next one is Kavli Prizes recently seen in news as awarded for which fields? So the field is astrophysics and nanoscience. Astrophysics and nanoscience. Fine. And the next one is recently who received the Hindi Sahitya Bharati Award 2024. So Hindi Sahitya Bharati Award is of Krishna Prakash. Awardee is Krishna Prakash. Fine. Let's move to the next one. So the next is which organization recently released the Migration and Development Brief Report? So recently World Bank released the Migration and Development Brief Report. According to this report, India, the largest remittance recipient globally, is expected to receive $125 billion in inward remittance in 2024 and $129 billion in 2025. Fine. So this report is released by World Bank, and the key discussion point. So India's remittance in 2023 was $120 billion. I hope you all know the meaning of remittance. It is money sent by foreign workers to their home country. And the prediction for 2024 and 2025, for 2024 projected rate is $124 billion, and for 2025 the projected rate is $129 billion. The growth rate is estimated for 2024 is 3.7% and was 7.5% in 2023. As per the data, top remittance sources for India are from United States of America, United Arab Emirates. So the other reports of World Bank that was published by World Bank. One of them is World Development Report, Global Economic Prospect Report, Global Financial Development Report, Commodity Market Outlook, and International Debt Statistics. So all these reports are published by World Bank, and one of them is also Migration and Development Brief that World Bank recently had released. Fine. So the foundation year of World Bank and the headquarters is in Washington, D.C., USA. The current president is Mr. Ajay Banga, and total 180 countries are members of World Bank. Fine. So let's move to the revision session of the current reports and indexes. So which organization recently released the report titled Aid for Trade in Action Supporting the Transition to Clean Energy? So this report is also released by which one? WTO. As mentioned in the question trade, so World Trade Organization released the report. According to the UNCTAD report, India dropped to what position in 2023? So India dropped to 15th position in 2023 in the terms of FDI inflows. Next one is Global Gas Flaring Tracker Report 2025. So it is also one of the report of World Bank. Okay? So World Bank released this report. World Bank. Fine. Next one is which organization recently released the World Investment Report 2024? So World Investment Report 2024, it is released by UNCTAD. Answer is UNCTAD. Fine. So let's move to the next one. So the next question is recently which country has announced plans to implement the world's first carbon tax on livestock emissions starting in 2030? So first of its kind, a livestock emission tax. And the country is Denmark. So recently, Denmark will introduce the world's first emission tax on livestock in 2030. So planning is for 2030, and Denmark will targeting greenhouse gases from cows, pigs, and shrimp. So Denmark's livestock emission tax, first of a kind, implementation year is 2030. Targeted animals, cow, pig, and shrimp. So according to Denmark, the tax rate will be for 2030 is $43 per metric ton of CO2 equivalent, and Denmark will increase the tax rate in 2035 by $108 per metric ton. Fine. But the point is also that after tax deduction, the tax deduction rate is 60%, and after tax deduction, the effective rate will be $17 per metric ton in 2030 and $43 per metric ton in 2035. So that's all is the plan of Denmark to combat the climate change. Also, New Zealand passed a similar law that was to take effect in 2025. But the legislation was recently removed after farmers criticized the measure. So, New Zealand was not the first of its kind. Denmark will be the first of its kind to release the livestock emission tax. Let's move to the revision question regarding the countries and the first one is recently which country has signed and $18 million memorandum of understanding with the ISRO's commercial arm New Space India Limited. So this deal of India is with Australia. So the answer is Australia. Next one is Calibri cruise missile recently seen in the news was developed by which country? So it was developed by Russia. Next one is Mark Rutte, recently appointed as the Prime Minister, as the new Secretary General of NATO, is the Prime Minister of which country? So he is the Prime Minister of Netherlands and appointed as the new Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte. Next one is recently which country has become the 100th full member to join the International Solar Alliance? So the 100th country is Paraguay. So the answer is Paraguay. Fine. So let's move to the next question. Next one is what is factory farming recently seen in the news? So recently a term factory farming in the news is in the news, and the meaning of factory farming is answer is B, raising livestock and poultry in high density facilities under controlled conditions. Fine. Let's find the key discussion point of this question. Factory farming, also known as intensive animal agriculture. Its meaning is raising livestock and poultry in dense facility. The basic goal is increase dairy output cost effectively, but there are some health concerns. One of them is antibiotic resistance. So antibiotic resistance stands for that can make medicine less effective for humans and also found in 53% of Indian egg samples. And the other harmful cause is zoonotic diseases. 60% of non-diseases come from animals as per data, and 75% of emerging diseases originate from animals. So that's all are the key tension points of this factory farming. Also, the environmental problem is it will contribute 14.5% to 16.5% of global greenhouse gases. So that is also a concern point regarding the factory farming. Fine. Let's move to the revision session of the current ministries and organization released reports. So recently, the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship collaborated with which country to energize agriculture sector of India with emerging skill. So this collaboration of Ministry of Skill Development was with Australia. So the answer is Australia. Next one is which organization recently released a statistical report? So as per statistical, so it is released by NSO, National Statistical Office. Next one is recently Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare inaugurated a Krishi Integrated Command and Control Center at which place? So Ministry of Agriculture and the command center is at New Delhi. The location is New Delhi. Fine. Next one is Indian Agriculture Research Institute has demanded legal action against which country for cultivating basmati varieties protected in India? So the legal actions against Pakistan. So the answer is Pakistan. Let's move to the next one. So recently the government of Uttar Pradesh has decided to set up a bioplastic park in which district? So initiative of Uttar Pradesh government. So recently the Adityanath government is in Uttar Pradesh is establishing a bioplastic park, and the exact location is Kumbhi village and the district is Lakhimpur Kheri. Fine. To combat plastic pollution. The key discussion point of Uttar Pradesh pioneering bioplastic park, the total budget is 2000 crore. Fine. And the space is 1000 hectare. Village is Kumbhi, Lakhimpur Kheri, Uttar Pradesh. And the builder is Balrampur Sugar Mills Firm. And the type is public-private partnership. So basically, what is bioplastic? Bioplastic is a plant-based plastic that is eco-friendly, made from natural material like corn, sunflower, and sugar cane. Fine. So simply, you have to remember the bioplastic park. This exact location is Lakhimpur Kheri in Uttar Pradesh, and the plan is of Uttar Pradesh government by Yogi Adityanath. Let's move to the revision session of state news. So, which state government recently introduced first witness protection scheme for better justice delivery? So, this initiative is of Assam government. Next one is Neomak Chushul region recently seen in news due to flash floods is located in which state or UT? So it is located in Ladakh. The answer is Ladakh. Which state government recently launched the Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme? So Majhi, so the language is from Maharashtra. So the answer is Maharashtra. We all know Maharashtra's scheme, Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme. Next one is which state government recently announced the inclusion of a chapter on the emergency in the state school curriculum? So this initiative is of Madhya Pradesh government. Answer is Madhya Pradesh. Fine. Let's move to the next one. So here the next is Palikandai marshland recently seen in the news is located in which state? So recently a marshland named Palikandai is in news and this location is located in Tamil Nadu. So answer is Tamil Nadu. Actually, this question is in news because the Tamil Nadu government plans to build a high level bridge to protect the Palikandai marshland, a freshwater and saline wetland 20 kilometers south of Chennai, and it is also one of the Ramsar site from India. Fine. So Palikandai marshland. So key discussion point is exactly the location of Palikandai marshland is Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Its importance is because of rich biodiversity, home to migratory birds, and the basic threat is of urban expansion and infrastructure projects. And currently, the government is planning to create a high-level bridge project proposed by the Tamil Nadu government, which will help to improve connectivity while preserving ecology. Fine. So simply, the bridge on Palikandai marshland is in process by the government of Tamil Nadu. Let's move to the some other question, and the next one is Juno probe. Recently seen in the news is a NASA spacecraft designed to orbit which planet? So recently, a Juno probe is in news. Is a NASA spacecraft, and it is designed to orbit Jupiter planet. So recently, new findings from NASA's Juno probe reveal that extent of lava lakes on Jupiter's moon Io. Fine. Basically, NASA's this Juno probe launched in 2011 and 2011. Fine. And Juno is designed to study Jupiter's origin and changes. Also, Io is the Jupiter's third largest moon and the most volcanically active in our solar system. So the key points of Juno mission, the first one is recent discovery of lava lakes on Io planet, Io that is Jupiter's one of the moon. So it is second NASA mission to Jupiter. The first one was Galileo orbiter in 1995 to 2003. The launch and arrival date of Juno mission, the year launched year is 2011 and the arrival year is 2016. Arrived at Jupiter in 2016. So actually Juno mission orbits Jupiter every 11 days. Originally this was planned for 5 years but extended to 2025. The main objective of this mission to study Jupiter's origin, observe changes in this planet, and also exploring Jupiter's moon, Europa, and Io, that is one of them. Fine, and studying Jupiter's atmosphere and rings. So these are the basic goals of Juno mission, and this mission of NASA is in news. Fine. So let's find some revision question regarding the space technology. So first one is the Space Variable Objective Monitor Satellite SVOM recently seen in news is a joint project of which two countries? So the two countries, France and China. The answer is France and China. Next one is Mars Atmospheric and Volatile Evaluation Mission recently seen in the news was launched by which space organization? So NASA. Answer is NASA. It is launched by NASA. Starship spacecraft, we know that it's of SpaceX, a reusable spacecraft basically designed for Mars colonization and for lunar missions. SpaceX. Which IITs recently collaborated with NASA to study multi-drug resistant pathogen on the International Space Station. So this collaboration of NASA is with IIT Madras. Fine. Fine, let's move to the next question. So, next one. Recently, where was the Commonwealth Local Government Forum CLGF annual board meeting held? So, CLGF means Commonwealth Local Government Forum, and this recent meeting was held in Sri Lanka. Fine. This was in news because India participated in the CLGF annual board meeting in Sri Lanka. Let's find the key discussion point of this event. First, India participated in CLGF annual board meeting in Sri Lanka. The inauguration event was by Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Sri Dinesh Gunvardhane. The focus point of this meeting to reinforce social resilience through women's political representation. Also, let's talk about the CLGF. So, actually, it's an organization headquartered in London and established in 1995. Total members are 56 Commonwealth nations, including India, and its goal is promote gender equality in local governance. Also, this goal is aligned with SDG 5, Sustainable Development Goal 5, which is gender equality. So, the basic objective of CLGF is also gender equality. Fine. From India, Dr. Chandrasekhar Kumar was the representative in this meeting. Fine. Let's move to the some revision question regarding the meetings and conferences. Recently, where was the Financial Action Task Force meeting held? So this was held in Singapore. Answer is Singapore. Next is recently, where was the Commonwealth Local Government Forum CLGF annual board meeting held? So it is in Sri Lanka. Already we had discussed. Next one is recently, where was the 64th International Sugar Organization Council meeting organized? So, Sugar Organization Council meeting. So, it was in New Delhi. Answer is New Delhi. Next is which country recently hosted the 46th Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting? So, India hosted this 46th Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting. Fine. Let's move to the last question. Which organization created the national level geospatial databases for Bhuvan Panchayat 4.0 and National Database for Emergency Management and the EM 5.0? So the answer is ISRO. ISRO created the national level geospatial database for Bhuvan Panchayat 4.0 and National Databases 5.0. So recently, the Union Minister of State for Science and Technology launched two geo portals. One of them is Bhuvan portal and the second one is NDEM 5.0. Fine. The key points of this, first of all, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh launches both the portal named Bhuvan and NDM 5.0. ISRO's role, basically the developer of these two portals. The first one is Bhuvan Panchayat and it is the portal for rural land records. Generally, it will provide the information about the rural land records. And the second one is about NDEM 5.0, a portal for disaster management, and it will disseminate space based information services for natural disaster in India and neighboring countries. Fine. So, Dr. Jitendra Singh launches the two portals Bhuvan and NDM 1 5.0. That's why this question was in. So, with this, we are winding up our session, and now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide, you can see four questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your answer in the comment box. Please be honest. So that's all today. I hope you have liked this session. So signing off, we will meet with the next session.